Hello, how's it going? Hope all is well. I'm doing well today. Happy to be here as always, and it's good to be back, y'all. I don't know. First of all, I just start picking up books. Because I have no idea what to read. I don't know. Hmm, I don't know. Okay. Alright, that's what we're reading. No fortune cookie. No fortune cookie. Greetings, greetings. Let's see what we have. First of all, this deck was gifted to me, but I think that it comes with like, oh, what was that? I think I got the mini deck or something, and I think it's supposed to come with like uh, I've been reading these intuitively, is what I'm trying to say. I think it's supposed to come with a guide, but I'm not sure. I see other people read with them, but someone found them and brought them to me. So yeah, karmic relationships. Hmm. Let's see. There we go. Shit. That's why this is not for kids. I be smoking, cussing, drinking. Debauchery. Yeah, just some shit, y'all. It's not for kids. Earth School came out anyway. Earth School. So here we go. Earth. Life lessons, soul growth, study, higher learning. Y'all, Earth School. I tell people this all the time. This is just my opinion of Earth. This is a hell prison. Well, it's not a prison. Hi, Alexa. It's not a prison in a sense. It's a prison if you allow it to be. But it is literally a place where you learn to master frequency and vibration. You have no choice. You either gonna get it or you're not, and you're gonna leave when you finally get it. Polarity and duality exists here. And in this school, right, you come to realize that a lot has to do with your perception and how well you're able to expand your understanding of the environment that you're in and who you are. The environment even being the body that you inhabit, because many of us don't separate ourselves from our bodies. Many of us say me and think me. They say I. Yeah, I am. And they think this. I am. I am at the bottom of the color-coded class system. Black being the very last. So yeah, if that's what you mean. Yeah. If you look at the caste system, black is at the very bottom. That's where my group of people are from. Yeah. But other than that, I don't subscribe to that. You know what I'm saying? I just say it so. I say it so it's easy for people like you to understand. Because you don't understand if I don't color code myself. Like, you can't just, leave me be as a person. You have to put me in a category. So I put it like that for you to understand. Because if we're actually being honest, the whole chart is inverted. But we'll get into that another day. Yeah, I don't know what category you're in though. I think intellectually, you're in like slow category. All right. Light body, crystal grid, transmission, activation, starbathing. So, for many of you have understanding of where you come from and who you truly are. Oh, that must, I don't know. I don't know what that's like. I'm not, so I don't know what that's like. But I'm pretty sure you have an amazing time over there in your grouping. That's good though. Hey, look, not to be funny, y'all. Not to be funny. I went to a tea party. We went to a tea party last week. Okay. And I thought it was a joke on social media about white people with raisins. And I'm not even trying to be funny. They put raisins in our chicken salad, and it was good. It was good. I'm not even gonna lie. They put raisins in our chicken salad, but I thought all this time I thought it was just a social media joke, but it's real. It's real. They do put raisins and stuff, and it be good though. It's not nasty. You gotta try it. Ooh, a Hellcat. Mm. I don't know. Just, that's it. So a lot of you have an understanding of where you come from. Sorry, I'm getting distracted, y'all. A lot of you have an understanding of where you come from. You might be somebody who stares up at the stars a lot, right? You might like to be outside in the evening time. That might do very well for you. But there's something here about understanding where you come from, understanding like you're sent to Earth as to learn some things. And how do I explain this? It almost gives the realization. It gives a. I feel like you stared up at the stars and realized that there is a lot more bigger than you, which probably sent you into some sort of like deep dive to understand your inner workings of the self. Portal, yeah. And all paths lead home. Okay, definitely. Definitely. Alright, you're getting some sort of straight shot, right? This is like a labyrinth. I don't know if you've ever seen any. Like if you go out pretty deep. This is pretty fucking deep. I'm not even gonna lie. The energy is pretty fucking deep. It's like someone really understanding who they truly are on a soul level. This is not like the surface level people. This is not some. I'm reading the energy. I'm reading. This don't have to resonate with you, but you know I'm expecting that it does if you're watching. The energy I'm reading is of somebody. If you ask this energy, who are you? This person's not going to say, I'm a doctor. This person's not going to say, I'm a firefighter. They're not going to say something like, I'm black. They're not going to say something like, I'm white. They're not going to say, I'm a man. They're not going to say, I'm a woman. This person is going to express a deeper version of themselves. Something very deep and primitive that came with them when they came here. This person I'm reading for thinks that deep. They understand themselves on that deep of a level. They understand that they can that this is for the journey. It's literally for the journey and no other reason. They've accepted some pretty major understandings about life, and that it takes a lot of courage because they're still going about the life as if it is like the game that everyone else is playing, but they have an understanding that it is not. This is kind of, it's, when I say deep, inner authority, intuition, turn your gaze within, right? Doors are opening. You decide. Rewards. It's a wild card. So someone understands. I made the choice to come here. To come here, to be here, to sit here, and to have this experience. So I might as well make the most of it. Someone is aware during the experience. They're not asleep. So that's just what it is. If you're asleep, if you feel like you're asleep, then you haven't yet reached this. You haven't yet reached this. But this is not a sleepy person. Not at all. This person is not sleep. Not even in the least bit. This person is conscious, aware, there. Like, This gives me, I don't know if you play like Assassin's Creed or if you know Assassin's Creed. It gives me Assassin's Creed. And you know how they get into like the machine and it hooks them up. They go jump into time periods and be their like ancestors in a bit. They have like the DNA, the genetic code that matches with those people from the past. They're able to hop into their bodies and experience life in that way. This is this person for sure. Energetically, yes. You understand frequency enough. It's giving me like, okay, my old intro is for Time Travelers Association. It gives me Time Travelers Association energy. In the sense that someone is able to pick a timeline, pick a frequency, and jump into it and be that. Because they understand the rules. There are rules in Earth School. Okay, there are rules. It's like if you're a dreamer, if you do dream work, if you do astral projection or something like that, this person here, whoever this is, can do astral projection whether they know it or not, but they definitely are able to manipulate their dreams. But understanding this person understands themselves at a level to where they understand that God is experiencing itself from throughout them. Like God is experiencing itself through them. And so they understand the rules of the reality. They understand the rules of the energetic fields enough to manipulate it enough to jump timelines, frequencies, or whatever the fuck they want, whenever they want with Portal. At any time that they want. They can be whoever they want. Like, it is all an energetic thing for them. It's all a perception thing for them. And they're able to move about life in a way that's just flow. They go through the labyrinth even though they can walk straight across the rocks. They understand the benefit of gaining the energy, of stirring up the energy as they walk through the labyrinth. Like they understand. This somebody is just conscious as fuck. Their brain works. I wouldn't be surprised if like they got like a brain scan and they were able to literally light up the neurons, like all of them. Like, I'm trying not, it's like some might be dim, but there will be some bright ass ones. They'd be able to like light up shit that doctors never seen before type shit. Or if the people who have seen it, that shit is secretive. There is a secret society here. It is. Someone's brainwaves are crazy. I kid you, like someone's brainwaves are crazy. And I get like a weird feeling in my solar plexus when I say that. Someone's brainwaves are fucking crazy. This is what geniuses do. They're like, and I say this because I like genius. Like, I don't know why I like to study different groups of people. They do different things. One of them, for sure, it's like the inner archaeologist in me, is geniuses. Geniuses, they have these techniques in which they're able to access these areas in their brains, and this is why they make the predictions that they do, and so they create. Maybe they do math or maybe not. It doesn't always have to be math, but they go to these places. Okay, it's a cult in a sense, but it's not. Anyone could do it. They go to this place in their mind where the information is basically fed through them through a channel. They go to like a deep meditative state. and they understand things that have not yet even been fucking discussed. They're prophets in a sense. Star family, you're a part of a team of souls. Call in support. If at any time you feel alone, like you're doing this on your own or like you're by yourself, understand you have your guardians with you. Call on the support that you need, and it will be given to you. The answers that you need, you will receive them. Someone is an open receptor. Their mind is receptive enough to receive the answers, to expand. Like, really expand. I don't know the meanings of these ones, so we'll have to go through the book. But I got a little bit of tarot too. So we'll close out with the oracle and we'll go into tarot. Ooh. It's based on the lottery, the Mexican lottery. You know, the barrel, the star, like that. Which is the hermit and the star, the barrel. What does the barrel mean? I forget, but the star also represents like healing in the lottery. For those who didn't know, you definitely can do divination with lottery cards. I would love to get a reading from like a seasoned reader with the lottery. That would be beautiful. I'm pretty sure. Damn, these aren't falling together too easily. So maybe your journey and your path wasn't the smoothest, but it's coming together. Oh, all right. Let's see. King of Swords. Queen of Swords. Oof. Okay, again, back to that duality. We instantly, King of Swords, Queen of Swords. These two are partners, okay? This is you within yourself. This energy is burdensome for you in some sort of way. You recognize this. It's heavy. It's like a cross to carry. What is it? It's your fucking mind. It's your mind. Who are these people? This one, he's super wise. Wise counsel. You can go to them, ask them all types of questions. They're like a lawyer, you know, there's somebody, it's an advisor, there's someone you're gonna go to. If this is the energy that you hold, you tend to have to make decisions where you remove your emotions and you think about it. This is someone who is seeing things from a way higher perspective. From a much higher perspective. They just see things that other people don't. They know a thing or two. They've seen a thing or two. This person is extremely intelligent, okay? And in the masculine energy. And the feminine energy here, this is someone who has extreme discernment. They know how to cut a situation loose when it no longer is of benefit or no longer serving them. They can spot a liar, a game, a cheat, they're smarter than you would think. They think a lot faster than you would, than you would consider. Actually, they thought about it before you thought about it, and they knew your first move before your second, and they probably understand your fifth move before you got there. You can't play games with this person. They're a little bit too sharp. And what is it? Heavy. And they're balanced. Their feminine and masculine is in agreement. It has a very cold front. It's a very cold front. You probably just don't. And I'll say it looks like it's the appearance more so of I don't give a fuck. And it's just, you don't, what would you give a fuck about? It's like girl, it's like standing over ants building a city. You see where they're getting ready to go. You see all the patterns, and you see it so much so that you could pretty much predict that they're getting ready to build a channel or a tunnel right there. It'd be like if you were a giant and everyone was like miniature, and you could just, you don't even have, you just see it. It's just clear. It's just, I don't know. And I'm getting the feeling, because what I'm sitting with right now, what I'm sitting in right now, again, if you're feeling like alone, or there are like you, others like you, support there for you. You know what I'm saying? If you feel alone in this energy, but with the way their faces are, it's like you probably give off an air of disinterest because you're disillusioned, and that's just what it is. I'm disillusioned. I'm looking straight at the truth. I know the truth. I don't care. The truth is the truth. The lie is a lie. I don't care. And it just looks like disinterested, cold, but it's more so the fact that someone sees. They're clear. They just have a lot of clarity. You can't really get anything passed around over this person. And it could be burdensome, but it also allows them to have whatever it is that they want, because they're able to move the chess pieces. And like, it's almost like could you be waiting for someone to come around that challenges you? Are you bored in this energy? Perhaps boring. It's burdensome. Where is the element of surprise? What is this? Why is it heavy? I'm going to leave this here. Why is it so heavy? Oop. Okay. With the death, the death, the transformative energy there, right? But also in the Loteria, the death is La Muerta. La Muerta signifies maybe a problem with the self-image. Like needing to have a more positive self-image. And it could affect the way that you see yourself. But there could be a need to walk away from self-perception in a sense. Like, okay, because the head that wears the crown, right? The head that wears the crown is the crown is heavy for the head. I don't know how you say it. The crown is a responsibility. The position, who you are, is a responsibility. It's heavy. That's what it is. It's a responsibility. And it could affect the way that you see yourself. You could be constantly judging yourself on whether or not you're doing a good enough job in this energy. But there may be a need for you to emotionally let go of that. It's like you could use this same energy to your benefit, where the same like detached energy you could use to your benefit when it comes to the way that you even perceive yourself, because you may have an issue with criticizing yourself or judging yourself a little bit too harshly. Yeah, the sun, that could be clarity or even charity, but it seems more to be clarity. There may be a need for you to get a grip on the way that you see yourself. There might be a need to even personalize yourself a tad bit. There might be a lot of like detachment. You have clarity. You do. You have all the clarity. But it's not that you're not there. It's like you are there, but no one can find you right there with them. But no one can find you. You're not. And it's not that you're far away. You're just... It's like hide and seek. It's like you hid behind the curtain and no one found you. And they got so tired of looking probably that they just sat down and had dinner, and you still sitting there like, when are you going to find me? There might be something to connect internally. What am I picking up? There's something to connect internally really quickly. Let's see. There may be something with trust. There may be something with trust. The heart. Peace. I'll meditate and be peaceful and calm in my interactions with others in the world. Peacefulness comes in me giving up the love of power for the power of love. I invite peace to be a part of my life, and I make time to experience my own inner stillness daily. I continually develop an inner sense of calm, and I trust that everything will be alright. Feeling good about myself will help bring peace into my life. I feel like perhaps you're experiencing stillness, but maybe not peace. Or maybe you are experiencing peace and stillness, but maybe there's something else. There's something else. There's something else. Mindfulness. I'm aware of my thoughts, and I ask myself, are they uplifting and are they true? I do this because I know that my thoughts significantly affect my mental, emotional, and physical health, and because I know that my body believes everything that I believe. I am not in control of all situations that come my way, nor am I in control of what others do or say. However, I do have free will as to how I respond. I choose to respond to all situations from an enlightened position rather than just reacting. I think. What I feel here is someone whom has gained some sense of peace and in the position and where they are, that it is very difficult to get close to your energy, because you will not allow your peace to be disturbed. There may be not necessarily a fear, more like a concern or like a reservation towards certain things because you feel like you see them so clearly. How do I say this? With all the clarity here, there may be a need to remind yourself of how much power and how much influence you actually have over a situation. Because there may be like, when we get sometimes in this area, right? It's an area. It's a cool area. It's not bad. It's just maybe we stay here for too long. We don't experience the other positions that there are to experience in life. Okay, this is a cool place to rule from, but um, there are other places that we can experience as well. Like I was thinking about with the boxing matches. Yeah, that we have people who reach championship, and it's like, what do you do after that? After you've reached the top of that mountain, what do you do now? The next goal is to either beat yourself out, which you've already done, or the next person, their goal is to beat your score, or to beat your, yeah, basically to beat your score, to get a higher score than you did, to become the next champion, right? But what do you go do after that? You know, you don't limit yourself to just being a champion in that place. Maybe you go be a champion in all other areas until there's nothing else to conquer and you just have fun. Again, back to Assassin's Creed. Like, you know, there's like the high point. You go reach those checkpoints as the high point so you can see down, you can see the whole city from the top. It's like that. But there are higher mountains, and other places to climb. This is the energy. It's like someone is learning to adapt or needing to adapt because they're at the highest point of a space. They have this clarity, but it's maybe they're just enjoying the view for a prolonged amount of time. And I'll just say it like that. It's a prolonged enjoyment of this view. There are other views to go see. It's like reaching the top of the mountain on a hike. You reach that top. There are other mountains with tops and other views. That's the kind of energy. Make sure you're not limiting yourself in this energy. It just feels something. Like someone is bored. I'll just be honest. It just feels like a very intelligent person is bored. Like nothing is challenging them right now. They don't feel challenged. Go to school. Maybe you're in school. Do something that's difficult. That requires mental, something new to conquer for someone. All right, let's see. Let me see. Broken plate. The shadow. The pumpkin pie. Death. Earth. Earth school. The ritual. The coffee. The milk. The coffee. And the broken plate. 5, 11, and 23 are numbers. Let's see. So, the broken plate says, shadow. The broken plate represents that moment of stillness after we have broken something. The calm settling in after that release. The guilt, the shock. We also have the choice to bend down and pick up the pieces, beginning the work within to heal our wounds. Ingredients: aggression, shadow work, self-awareness, release, and moving forward. Here we go again with that self-awareness. You're very aware. Maybe you entered this state of awareness to work on your shadow, to start to integrate, not release, but to integrate your shadow. The coffee ritual. Our daily rituals are the framework of our lives. Whether it's that cup of coffee that we have in the morning or the medicine that we take at night. Coffee represents structure and habit. Whether we are too reliant on them or need more in place to help us thrive. Rituals, daily habits, and structure and addiction. And earth, the milk. The mother's milk is the most natural food source there is. The element of earth is grounded, connected, and indulgent. Do you need to be pulled down to earth? It's also bold and stubborn. Are you feeling set in your ways? The milk asks us to reflect on our relationship to this element, earth energy, which I don't see you having, if I'm being honest. I just see fire, I see water here too, and I see air, and very balanced air. But again, there are other heights to be reached, right? And yeah, these people's ideas are up in the air. They're up top. They are. They see it all. They see it all. Like if they're a giant, but could you perhaps need to come down a little and see from the perspective of the people? A little. Or do you feel more comfortable up here? And do you feel like you want to just meet people up here who understand you, that you can play hide and seek with? Both are fine. Are you a more the merrier or quality over quantity kind of person? Up to you. I don't think it's anything wrong with the energy. I think someone just really played the game. They've played the game before, and they're remembering like, damn, I did this. Like this. I don't know how else to explain it. I really do not, y'all. I don't. But there's lots of peace. It's a lot of peace. A lot of peace. Calm, tranquility, peace. Chill. It's chill. But, you know, maybe you can maintain both energies. Maybe you don't have to make a choice. Like, maybe you don't have to choose. Maybe you just choose, but for different times. Either way it goes, I hope that it brought somebody some clarity. And that you guys, let me see. Let me close you. Close this channel out, bro. Make sure you are not stressing too much. You're taking care of your body and focusing on perhaps some gut health. Make sure you're taking care of your gut health. The Cosmic Heart, devotion, potency, make your life a moving prayer. Inner Earth, you'll survive this. New solutions and beginnings. Stick to the path that you are on. You're not on the wrong path. Stick to the path that you're on. You're moving through these things with grace. Be grateful with yourself and allow the divine to move through you. This will allow your life to feel a lot more smooth, a lot easier. And especially when it comes to you interacting with the people, I say like, you know, but the people who are like down to earth in a sense when it comes to interacting with folk, let the divine guide the situation so it takes the pressure off of you. Because there could be I'm hearing someone is concerned that like, I don't want to offend people. Like that's what I hear. Like I don't want to offend people because you might have very like expansive ideas, and because of your worldview, because of the perception that you have, and the point of view, the point of view in which you see things, you might feel like you have a tendency to offend people, but I don't think you're offending them. I think what's happening is you're like awakening ideas within them, And say like you talk to people and they have a tendency to like maybe go quiet, silent, like because of something that you said. They probably do feel taken back, but in a deep way. Like, I need to explore these ideas. I feel like you're being guided to say the things that you're supposed to say and to do the things that you're supposed to do with the people around. But it could be a need to just like get a little bit deeper in that and give yourself over, because it's like it's like when you master the game, right? You can really just be whoever you want to be, do whatever you want to do. But what do you choose to do with that? Like, do you choose to walk around and like wake up the other players? Or will you just, I don't know how to explain it. Will you go wake up the other players? Or will you let them sleep? Well, I think I'm gonna be honest. I just feel like it's boring by yourself or something like that. It's boring. Like, you're gonna wake up the players. Wake them up. Wake them up. Everybody can play. Maybe you wake up to another sleeping version and someone else begins to wake everyone up to higher things. And then you will be enlightened again. Perhaps you're seeking deeper enlightenment. Unfortunately, I'm sorry. I feel like I could not give it to you here. You are enlightened. Have a good day.